Hi, I'm Riley Dismore, and thank you guys so much for coming to this. This is really cool. This is actually my first time performing in front of so many professional cameras, and I've actually had the opportunity to work with these cameras, and it's very stressful because they cost, give or take, about as much as my whole life, and I've actually found 2 gray hairs already, and this is why that's atrocious because I'm only 19, which I'm sure you could probably tell by the amount of makeup I'm wearing today. There is glitter involved. But, when I get stressed out, I have really weird dreams. They're very vivid, and I've always had really vivid dreams, but I look them up and I go through dream dictionaries and I try to figure out, what they mean. And you guys didn't think I could get any wider, did you? Yeah. But, sometimes I have dreams and then they happen in real life. Go with me on this. I can't summon the future. I'm not like an asshole. But I have dreams about random things, not cool things like how many kids I'll have one day or how successful I'll be or whether or not Trump is going to win. That is a nightmare. That is not a dream. But I wish I could dream about cool things that could actually happen in the news, like whether which Kardashian's butt is going to explode first. But instead of things I actually dream about, like what pizza I'm going to have tomorrow or, what Friends episode my roommate's going to tell me about. It's a sad life.
Hello, and good millennium. I'm Kevin reporting with Future News, telling tomorrow's stories today. Tonight, our first top story, Kylie Jenner has a lower IQ score than Punxsutawney Phil, America's beloved groundhog of Groundhog's Day. In 2020, Kylie Jenner will try to better her reputation by challenging the large rodent to an IQ test. With the help of Purdue University, Kylie and Phil will be brought into the lab and separately tested by professionals. These professionals will test Kylie and Phil's intelligence using mundane activities with shapes and block recognition. Kylie will lose with a score of 27 to 39 when she forgets the difference between an oval and a circle. Breaking news. Tomorrow, Canada will become randomly super aggressive. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will declare war on the South Pole. Trudeau will be quoted saying that "We are fed up with the penguins stealing all the publicity from our Canadian geese," end quote. What a truly noble cause to be fighting for. And our next story this evening is 121-year-old American sweetheart Betty White will be tried and convicted of treason in 2042 for having lunch with North Korea's perpetually elected leader, Kim Jong-il. Americans everywhere will be disappointed by the actions of our favorite golden girl. White defends herself by saying that Kimmy makes a marvelous mimosa. And finally for this evening, we're receiving correspondence from our time-traveling field reporter, Katie Williams. She's reporting for the White House for the 2020 presidential inauguration. Katie?
Thank you, Kevin. Capitol Hill is going crazy over the victory of President Donald Trump and Vice President Kanye West. And that's all I have, so back to you, Kevin.
That's all for tonight, folks. I'm Kevin, and this has been Future News. Check back tomorrow to see what your future holds for you.
So my dad's a chef, so basically I had the best childhood ever. But I am a huge disappointment because I'm a vegetarian. I'm just kidding. He loves me. He makes me lots of tacos. But my dad is actually known for creating the Grand Slamwich, which is a food at Denny's, and it's the 7th most fattening food in the world. He's a proud man. I'm basically the Gretchen Wieners of Denny's, so. But no, he's met some cool people. He's met Oprah. He's met Ralph Lauren. He's been on the Food Network. He's even had the chance to meet Rachel Ray, which I don't know if you know about her, but she is crazy. It hasn't been confirmed that she does coke, but she's a notoriously terrible tipper. She kicks people off set. She storms away. She fires people on the spot. And I always picture her with a handful of arugula, and she just throws it on the ground like in Harry Potter, and she's like, "I'm out of here." But she's still there. She's just like, "You want to buy some bowls? Some dog food?" And that's my Rachel Ray impression. See you, Jib. Well, hey there, friends. Welcome back to Candy's Cooking Corner. Today we're making a twist on our classic chocolate cake, and my secret is red velvet icing. So let's get started. First, we're going to get out our baking pan, and don't forget your measuring cups. Second, we're going to need our ingredients. Dry ingredients, water, oil, and an egg. So we're just going to add those real quick. Sam, it looks like we're out a little focus there, bud. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that, folks. I mean, anything can happen on live TV, am I right? So first we're going to add our dry ingredients, and next we're going to get our eggs, and you know, it's fine. This is better, actually, because it's going to add a crunch. It's going to be great. Next, we are going to add our wet ingredients. Sam, are you kidding me? I need the light, Sam. Come on. What is this live? I can't see. Can we? Thank you. Now don't touch the light again until we're done shooting. Okay, now we can move on. We're going to add our oil and our water. And you know, it's going to be fine. We're just going to mix it up. We're going to mix it up, and it's going to be great. Next, we're going to put it in our baking pan here. And we're just going to stick it right in the oven. Is this a fake oven? I can't make a cake with a Fisher-Price oven. You know, fine. Good thing we have a fake cake pre-made. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to add some icing. Boom. Delicious. Awesome. You know what? Are you asleep? Sam! Sam, wake up. This is ridiculous. You know what? I guess that's all the time we have for today, folks. Join me next time on Candy's Cooking Corner. You know, screw. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. I'm sticky. I'm fired. It's terrible. I hate my job. So my parents live in southern Texas, so I fly a lot. Airplane food, am I right? No, I'm not going to waste your time with that. But I do fly very frequently. And last time I flew down there was for winter break, and I was making my friends Christmas gifts. I was making them homemade organic bath products because 1, I'm broke, and 2, I'm white. So I was making them Epsom salts with like some herbal oils in there, and I packed them up in my bag. I took them on to the airport, and I had to go through this process called TSA. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of this because no one has ever made a joke about TSA. But basically, you take your shoes off and put your clothings and your other items in a bag, and you shove them on a conveyor belt, and then you walk through this thing, and they decide whether or not you look like a terrorist. And so I put my arms up. Okay, does anyone else get weird when you have to put your arms up? Because I always think they're going to poke my armpit like, boop. I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. But basically, my bag started beeping, and I go, what? Me? No. Look at me. And they pull me aside, and they're like, oh, it's okay, little white girl. Come on. We're going to see what went wrong here. And they unzip my bag, and he gets weird, of course, when he, like, touches my bra. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he gets the little jars. There's 6 of them, and they're metal. And he holds it up, and he looks at me. And he goes, LOL, bath salts? In my own handwriting. Thank you, guys. I'm Riley Dismore, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.